Right, it's Gary from Screams and Thrills. We're here today at Thorpe Park for our first visit of the weekend to experience their Mardi Gras event. We had a quick pop down to the Shark Cabins. We're not actually staying on site this weekend, we're staying our usual Premier Inn. Just to see whether they've done anything in the sense of Mardi Gras overlay for the Shark Cabins, which they did do last year. But unfortunately this year it doesn't look like they have done, which is a bit of a shame because it was quite good last year, but hey ho. I suppose there's a lot of things being done in park which kind of offsets the necessity really. But last year was the first time that they've done themed overlays on the cabins. Might have just been a not very popular option. So as always, nice thorough bag search and quick through the turnstiles, and we're just going to head up into the dome, sort a few bits and bobs out in there and see where the day takes us. So we're going to start our day off with a ride on Stealth, a lovely intermin launch coaster, 0 to 80 in 1.8 seconds. Short but sweet and packs a punch. So we've been on a ride on Stealth, running just as smooth as ever. That ride really is something else. That ride is brilliant. I hope Thorpe Park really looks after that ride in the future. We've just passed the Donut Time van and had a quick little look in there to see whether there's any new donuts, which there is. There's a couple of Easter ones and Mardi Gras type ones, which I'll put a quick clip of that on your screen now. So as you can see, there's a new selection of donuts at Donut Time, as well as some of the more classic ones that they had last season, and seem to be quite a stable selection, quite popular selection, so they've decided to keep them. Another couple of new ones here, and the classic ones as well. And again, some more of the classic ones at the bottom there. I didn't quite catch a price list for some of them ones, but if I do, I will get that up there. But they do have an offer which is buy 5 get 1 free, and that replaces the old offers from last season. So yeah, always lovely, them donuts from Donut Time. We will give one of them a try a bit later on, either today or tomorrow. So unfortunately, Rumba Rapids is still closed. It's been closed since the beginning of the season. We were hoping it might have been open on this visit, but it's still closed. Not too sure why it's closed. This time there is a bit of water in the troughs, but there is no activity in the sense of engineering or even ride staff. Last time there was a member of staff stood out the front, informed people that it wasn't open, but there's not even a member of staff out the front now. Instead there's just a board saying that it's currently closed. Not too sure why it's closed. Hopefully it comes back very soon, and hopefully it's not a sign of it disappearing. We hope not, because it's a nice little rapids ride, not overly too forceful, but on a nice hot day like it is today, which is really lovely today, it's lovely just to have a little sit back and wander down the so-called lazy river.
air it out.
Washing speed.
Guys, I think I see it. I think I see it.
So we've just been for a run through on Ghost Train. It's not been the best run through we've had, but it's still a really good run through. Looked like a couple of new actors in there, a couple of new ride ops in there as well. So operations was a little bit slower than normal, wasn't as flowing as normal. However, we did see a wheelchair user for the first time on there, and it's really good how they actually support wheelchair users. As you leave the waiting room, they send the wheelchair user through first and keep everyone else back in the waiting room until the wheelchair user is at least onto the platform, and then they call for the rest of the people to come through. But yeah, it was a good run through. It's a shame they still don't have the end scene, and we also found out recently that they no longer have the holding scene up at the top of the stairs either. We have found out previously that it's due to budgeting cuts and staffing cuts, but they do hope that that will come back later on in the season. Hopefully it does, because it's a bit of a strange ending, but it works quite well. On a ride on Rush, the Screaming Swing by S&S. It's running really smoothly. The only downfall with it isn't really the ride system itself, but more the batching. There's still people who get batched into one pen and then seem to go into a different set of seats, which causes a bit of a disruption when you're actually getting onto the ride, which doesn't matter how many times people complain, it still happens. We've also been on Colossus as well. That's running fairly smooth, still a bit of a headbanger in places, but it's a fun coaster. We've also been on Saw as well. That's running really smooth today, to be honest, for a change. Didn't get a headbang on that at all. So yeah, that's running pretty smooth. We'll see what else we can get onto. So we've just had a go on The Walking Dead for the second time today. This time it had live actors in the cafeteria scene. Had one walker, one survivor / walker. Wasn't too bad. The walker was a bit poor, if I'm honest. But yeah, overall it wasn't too bad. It's not a bad ride, but if I'm honest, it's not so much that I don't like the theme, because don't get me wrong, I like The Walking Dead. I just think it's starting to be a bit stale now. I think it needs to have either a revamp or it needs to go and get changed into something else. But that's just my own personal opinion. So the rest of our group, Elizabeth, Jeff and Lewis, have gone on to Tidal Wave now. I am sitting this one out because I'm not a massive fan of water rides. Not really a massive fan of Tidal Wave. I've done it once before in the past and I wasn't overly too keen on it. Plus I'm sitting this one out because I've got a bit of a bad leg at the moment, so yeah, I'm just having a bit of a rest. But I will try and catch their reactions when they come off the ride. I will try and get some off-ride footage if I can. and we'll see what they think of it when they come back off it. It's the first time Lewis and Jeff have been on it, so it'll be interesting to see what their reactions are. Unfortunately, I missed their boat going down, but there they are. Elizabeth, Lewis and Jeff. They're very, very wet. Let's see what they thought of it. So, Elizabeth, Jeff and Lewis have now came off tidal wave. What do you guys think?
Cold! You don't get as wet as you used to when the water used to be on the ramp and that.
What do you think, Jeff?
That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. Very, very cold, but absolutely 100%
Needs
awesome.
on a hot day today, though.
Yeah.
How about you, Lewis?
Just a bit wet.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah, not bad.
Wet to the top pocket.
Hey, not me. It's all dry, really.
Go to a black line.
Yeah, cool.
It's golden, it's supreme, it's purple, supreme, it's sparkly and it's green. So come and get your bead. It's sparkly and it's green, it's purple, supreme.
Every time your hands on me, I wanna be a ray of shine. I can't deny the feeling that you give me. Your lips walk the same line.
You say rock, man. When I say Mardi, you say rock, man. Man. Woo!
The way that we move, feel the light from
Kill the lights.
So now we're going to go for a ride on the Swarm,
Like, they still haven't found
the UK's first wing coaster. Of course, before Mandel Mayhem opened, but I still say it's the best wing coaster that the UK has. But that's my own personal opinion. So let's get on and see how it's right.
what? Question on top of the question on top of the question.
So we've just had a ride on the Swarm. That is running really smooth as usual. A bit slow in the dispatch, but I think that's because we caught it at like a bit of a staff changeover. So obviously the new staff had to recheck the restraints, which is completely understandable. But yeah, other than that, really good ride, really good. Few of the effects starting to creep back in. Water spray on there after the first drop, that's on there. The steam, so to speak, the smoke from the engine, that's kind of come back. They've refilled the lakes surrounding what would appear to be either the fire effect or the water spray effects. So yeah, it looks like the effects on Swarm are slowly starting to come back. Slowly being the word, but it's good to see that they're investing the time and effort to bring them effects back. So I think it's about 5:52 now, so I think that's going to have been our last ride of the day. So we're going to head over to donut time, have a little look, see if there's many donuts left, etc. Get a couple of those to sample, and yeah, we're back again tomorrow. So that's our day wrapped up now at Thorpe Park. We did go to donut time, eventually got the donuts. What a right carry on that was. Seemingly the member of staff on there didn't know about the old stamp cards from last season, which we got told back in March when we came for opening day, that if you've got an old loyalty card, that you can still get them stamped or marked off with a pen on park, but once they're full they can't replace them with new ones because they don't do them anymore, which is fair enough. However, this particular member of staff refused to, until she got in touch with their manager, and the manager said yes, that's what you can do. And back in March as well, they used to give you 10% off with your Merlin annual pass, which back in March I spoke to a member of their team and they confirmed that that's what they do. Apparently now they don't, or at least not on the deal, even though it was the deal that we got back in March. So if I'm honest, as much as donut time is lovely donuts, I think they need to rethink their perks for pass holders, and I think they need to rethink their perks at Thorpe, if I'm honest. I will be getting in touch with their customer service team and put these points to them. If I hear anything back, I'll keep you updated. But for now, if you're coming down to Thorpe and you're a Merlin annual pass holder, just be wary that you may not get given your discount. If that's the case, then I have said that they need to communicate that better. They need to get Merlin Annual Pass to send out an email or something like that to all the pass holders and say, look, you don't get your discount anymore. So the donuts we opted for was the See You Later, the Boston Cream, an Easter style one which I'm not too sure what the name is, Always a Good Time, and the classic donut. All beautifully made, all tasted absolutely wonderful as well, as always with donut time. Also on your screen now is the online receipt that we got emailed to us from donut time back in March, which shows the 10% Merlin discount, and we got the offer. It's been a pretty good day. So for now, I'm Gary from Screams and Thrills, and we're back here again tomorrow. As always, like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in a vlog tomorrow.